So I'm picking up that this reading, it's feeling to me like this is around either a business situation, a work situation, or it could be a situation around a group type of setting. So it could be like if you're involved in a sport or something like that. There's sort of an element of that to it. So it has to do with relationships and collaboration. It could be with one person, or it could be amongst a group, or relationship with somebody that is part of a group. I hope that makes sense when I explain it that way. But when we go through the rest of the reading, this should come together. So we start out with the underlying energy, and we have the Magician in the reverse. So the Magician card for me, and I'm going to talk about this reading in particular. So Magician, to me, this is all about like alchemy and manifestation and making stuff happen. The Magician, as an archetype, it's a very powerful person. Clearly, it's a magician, right? You make shit happen. So there's a lot of power here that you have. But coming in the reverse, it's almost like, okay, so this is going to be a funny message, but you'll get what I mean. Like, use your powers for good, not evil, is what I'm getting. So make sure that whatever abilities and resources and power and whatever it is that you can bring to this situation, you're using it for the better of all. It's just kind of the message that comes with it. And I think that is coming in because the clarifier for this is the Five of Pentacles, which is a card all around like lack and not belonging is what I'm getting in this situation. So you want to make sure that when you are using this gift, this power, whatever it is that that you've got, this alchemy that you're working on, is that you don't focus on any energies or feelings of not belonging or lack. So it's just kind of the underlying energy here. And then when I look at the foundation, we've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So the Wheel of Fortune is about events moving and evolving and changing. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like life has ups and downs. So stuff, great things happen, bad things happen, everything in between. And things are constantly moving, evolving, and changing. So with this coming in reverse, the message I'm getting for you is to make sure that you stay focused. So whatever this journey is within November, make sure you maintain your focus. And when the Page of Cups comes in, this is funny because this speaks a little bit to daydreaming sometimes. So I think that's the part of make sure you maintain your focus and you kind of don't wander off in your mind and lose sight of what's going on. You might have some new emotions that come up that maybe you haven't felt around this situation. So that's something to be mindful of too. But the big driver here is make sure you stay focused as things are moving and changing. So that's the underlying energy of the read. And then in the center of the read, we've got, so this is what's going on. We've got the Five of Swords, which is basically sort of depicts in general, it's the end of a battle. So you've been through something or you're going through something. This is sort of the guts of the read. And you're at the end of it. And what was happening, the underlying or the clarifiers here are talking about like feeling helpless, but it's almost like there are imaginary hurdles that you had to overcome. So maybe this battle wasn't quite as bad and a lot of it was more mental than, physical or tangible or actual. One of the interesting things with this clarifier, it's talking, this clarifier is the Ten of Cups, and that usually talks about home life, but I'm not picking that up in this reading. It could be, depends on your situation, whatever resonates with you. But I'm getting just the energy around the Ten of Cups is like happy home, happy life, perfection, yada yada, sunshine and roses. So, and that's not there. So this is sort of the center of the read. And then crossing it, we've got the Two of Wands. So with the Two of Wands, you are at some type of a crossroad, and the message is to follow your gut. Like, don't, I mean, you can plan and analyze and whatever, but what I'm getting for this is make sure that you follow your gut. And with the Six of Coins here, I'm getting that whatever decisions and things that you have to make around this whole situation and what's going on, make sure that if you need help, that you ask for it, because you do have the resources. Well, you're the magician. You can manifest whatever resources you want. So please make sure that whatever's going on here, make sure that you help. Make sure that you ask for help if you need it. So when we take a look back at the past, and this is really cool actually when we come into the future, so I thought this was really neat. So we'll get there. But so in the past, I've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. And what I'm picking up on this is that there was a new start, a new something, a new beginning, a new offering that came to you that you ran away from it. And I don't know if it was fear, like, or ugh, like disgust, right? Like, I don't know what it was, but you walked away from this. You're like, no, thank you. I'm done. No. I want no part of this. And the Six of Wands tells me that it was a good choice, because the Six of Wands is all about victory. So whatever you went, take a pass on here, that was a smart move. So this was something that happened in the past. Again, it could be, see, we're speaking here to relationship, and then Wands is your fire energy. So, but again, I'm still going back to like a work or career or business, or even like some kind of group effort, opportunity. That's not the right word, but I think you got what I mean. So anyway, this thing that you said no thank you to, that was a good move. Then when we come to the present, so we've got the Lovers in reverse here. And this, I'm picking up that there's something amok in a relationship. So I think it's something to do with you and another person. It could be a love relationship. But again, because of how I'm picking up what these cards are meaning through the whole reading, I have a feeling it's, like I said, it's around career, business, that type of thing. Or if the two of you are friends or part of a group, it has to do with some type of group deal. But there's something that's not sitting right with you, or it's not working out. Maybe there's a disconnect, or a disconnect's a good word, actually, that came to me. I was thinking a fight, but I'm not really getting a fight. So I'm thinking more of a disconnect. And either you have, or you are about to make a choice about it. Because this is the Seven of Cups in reverse. And for this reading, I'm picking up that you're actually going to make a choice about this. So here we go. When we come to the future, the King of Swords is the card that's come up, and this is about a person who is like, they're smart, they're successful, they got everything going on and everything. But in reverse, Swords speaks to like intelligence and that type of thing, and learning or whatever. But make sure you remember, this is the message coming from this card, make sure you remember that as intelligent or smart as you are, that doesn't define you. This is not all that you are. There's a lot more to the depth of your personality than that. So that's just a mini message in there. Cool thing is, with clarifying that, is we got the Fool card, and that means you're ready to take some kind of a risk or start a new adventure. You're ready. You're good to go. And being that smart and successful person and going on a new adventure now, this to me is really cool. So when you look at, this is what I thought was really neat, is that in the past you had this offer and you're like, nope, and that worked out for you. Well, now there's something coming up. You're ready to take a new adventure, and it's like, you're like, yep, I'm good. So I have a feeling that the lesson from the past has helped you make whatever decision is coming up for you. This leap of faith, this new start, whatever it is. So I thought that was pretty cool. So then when we look at sort of what's going on with you, you have a lot going on, actually. And proof by the thoughts in your head is, with the Ten of Swords, is like, you're done. You're so done. You're tired. You're worn out. You're beat up, kind of thing. Like, oh my God, okay, I'm ready for this to end. And it is ending, which is a good thing. So that's kind of how you're feeling. It's like, I just want this to end. I want this over. I want to be through this. Right? At the same time, and this is actually typical for, or I was going to say Leos, them too, but Virgos, is that, you know, you're very hardworking and ambitious and everything. So even though you're feeling like you want this other, whatever this is, to end, all this other garbage to end, at the same time, you're ready to take action on something new. Like, you're ready to go with something else. So, which is good, because it's not like when you're all beat up and everything, you just want to like crawl under the blankets and watch Netflix for like 3 weeks, right? That's what I would do. So anyway, you're like, no, I know I'm worn out. This was shitty shit, whatever. But you know what? I'm ready. Let's move on to the next adventure. So to have that that strength and that stamina mentally, that's really cool. And that's a good thing to me. So then when we look at sort of what's going on outside of you and external forces and what other people see, we have the Hangman in reverse. And to me, this is like coming out of a stage of where you've been kind of just hanging out and waiting to see what's going on. Not hermit mode, not like coming out of hermit mode, where hermit mode is more of like self-reflection and more of a spiritual type of thing, state to be in. This is just more of a practical everyday, and this is what I'm picking up for this reading. This is like sort of a practical life. Okay, I'm waiting to see what's going on, and this, you're coming out of this. This is external to you. So things are going to start happening and changing. And then, interesting thing, as a clarifier, we get the Lover's card. Now over here, it was in the reverse, in the present tense, right, of what's going on right now. And then what is coming externally is that it's upright, which is all good. It means great relationships, great bonds, great connections, or whatever. So this is how people are seeing you. Like, they're looking at you going, yeah, you know, this, whether it's a friendship or a significant other, or like I said, a group sport keeps coming up to me. So that's got to resonate with some of you, because I don't know, maybe you know, you're on a volleyball team and there's, I don't know, stuff going on in there between you and someone there. And I'm not talking about romantic, could be that too. But anyway, I'm seeing that's what people externally will see, is like, oh, this is all good stuff. So that was kind of interesting too. Then when we move on to your hopes and fears, we've got the Five of Wands in reverse. So you're worried about competition being fierce. Like, you're worried that something, whatever's happening with this little journey that you're going on, maybe this new thing, right, that you're starting, you're worried that there's going to be a lot of stiff competition, right? At the same time, and it's great that, like, your mindset can work in opposite ways at the same time. Like, when you have this worry, right, at the same time, with this Knight of Wands, you're still optimistic and you're ready to forge ahead. You've got the guts, you got the balls to do it. You're ready to tackle anything that comes your way. So even though you're worried there's going to be stiff competition, you're like, I got it. I'm okay. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm all right with that. So I think that's very cool too. And then when we look at the potential outcome, we've got the Six of Cups in reverse. And this, to me, I'm picking up that this is about looking to the future. So I'm not seeing an end result right now, but I'm seeing, like I said, it's about looking into the future. And I'm not picking up anything negative. So I think whatever is happening through November, right, I think you're on the right track. I think things are moving the way they should be. So maybe this is stuff that's going to flow like into December, January, or whatever. But I'm feeling like this is a positive thing. So things are going good. Your attitude is good. People around you are looking and observing that things are going well as well. And then when I look at the clarifier, we've got that right now, This is the time to retreat and rest. This is the time you're gonna hang out. You're gonna go, you know what? I did all this work. We started this new journey. You know, I was worried that whatever was gonna happen. Things are coming. They're not here yet. So that is actually a perfect time to retreat and rest. So it doesn't always have to be go, go, go. You don't always have to be moving in life. Sometimes we're told to slow down and sit, and there is a time for waiting. Like this hangman, coming out of this hangman energy, which means things are starting to move and flow, that's fine, but you don't always have to be the one moving and flowing. You can sit back and observe a little bit, and then that's kind of your resting period. So while you're looking to the future, and whatever this is that is brewing, let it brew. Let it brew. You know, don't ignore it. Don't ignore that the pot is on the stove kind of thing. But you know, you could, that's actually a good analogy. Okay, so you can put out your pot on the stove and you can go, this chickie boo here, she's sitting by the fire. She probably got a glass of wine over there. Maybe she's just having a nap, hanging out with her swords, right? So she's just hanging out, but she can't sleep for too long, otherwise the pot on the stove might boil. So you just want to make sure you're aware of what's going on. But I say, yeah, keep looking to the future. I think it's good. And take that rest. Take that rest and, you know, a little R&R. And enjoy it, and then see what comes up down the road as you're going through this journey. So most of the readings that I do, I can see sort of a probable outcome, but this one I'm seeing that things are still going to continue. So whatever this is, it's not going to complete in November. It's going to continue on, but it's on a good path. So there you go. There you go, Virgo. I think this was a really good reading. I really liked it, and it's, I don't know, it's just cool. I haven't had one like this. So I hope this helps. And I mean, like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell me what happens with this. I'm really curious to know what kind of journey you all go on with this whole thing. And even after November, because like I said, I think this is I'm feeling with this, this Six of Cups here, this is something that's going to continue on. And